Hi kids team! So this video is just going to be a quick little summary, tips and tricks almost sort of thing to just help equip and make you feel more confident with running praise and worship for our junior rooms. Now I was a gymnastics coach for about 7 or 8 years, but I totally understand that not everyone is as comfortable with singing and dancing and knowing how to engage kids. So I've just got a couple of tips to help out with that. So the first thing is positioning the team effectively. So making sure that you have a leader, it doesn't have to be the room leader, but having a leader standing at the front in next to the TV, and then having the surrounding leaders, the support leaders around the kids. So not off around the room, helping clean up, making sure that everyone's all in the one spot together. That way the kids have, yes, the TV to look at, but they also have a leader to follow and they've got all the other leaders engaged. If you've got a kid who's off doing their own thing, leave them be, keep an eye on them, but leave them be. And the idea is that if we've got people together, the kids will actually want to come over and they'll want to be engaged. They'll have that kind of modeling and following and all of those sorts of things. So that's the first thing. The second thing has to do with actions. So kids at this age, some of them with their developmental stage and where they're at, the singing, language, speech side of things isn't their strongest point. But the actions and the copying, that's what can help kids engage, which is why we want a leader at the front of the stage. So in the playlist that you've got on this channel, I've tried to select ones where there's actions so that you as a leader, even if you're not super confident making up dance steps, you as a leader can have something to follow off on the TV next to you. And then the kids have something to follow off as well. It helps them remember, helps them engage with the song, all of those sorts of things. But even if you don't have brilliant actions that match the lyrics and things like that, it's really simple things like, okay, everyone, show me your jumping, show me your hips, show me your waving arms side to side, show me your clapping, show me your stomping, your marching. All of those sorts of things can help kids engage, and it gets kids switched on. It gets them kind of in that mental space of, okay, we're following, we're copying, we're doing all those sorts of things. So that's that. And then the final thing is, especially with the worship side of things, is just actually setting that atmosphere of faith. So I fully believe that praise and worship is such a beautiful space for kids to experience God. And in worship, it's not necessarily about the words that they're singing, but the atmosphere that we as a team are making. So I personally start all of the worship sessions that we do by getting everyone to sit down, making sure the lights are off at the front still so that the kids have something to model off, and then worshiping as I would in the main session. So I start off by sitting everyone down, we're on our knees, and I say to them, okay, so we're going to go into a time of like our quiet song, our worship. So this is where you can close your eyes, you can put your hands over your eyes, you can put your hands on your heart, you can put them out, you can raise them up, you can sway side to side. So showing them, giving them examples, setting the mood, and then worship. Don't worry if they are a little distracted or if they're not really engaging or whatever it happens to be. One child with a hand on their heart and eyes closed is such a beautiful picture of God's heart. And so creating that space and treating that space as a holy moment, regardless of the chaos of the room or what may be or whatever it is, making room for God to move in that space is a really powerful thing, and something that I personally feel more and more challenged to. And so that's that. Some of the songs in there, things like The Blessing, I've put them in the playlist that we've got. That's a beautiful space to sing that over them, pray over the kids in that time of worship, have them full of joy and laughter and stomping and clapping during praise. It's just there's so much potential in praise and worship. And so hope this video and the playlist and all those things help you guys out. Reach out to me if you have any questions. We'll see you on Sunday.